dump some more on the plate. Because see, Allah take care of them coons. I don't have to worry about them. Allah takes care of the coons. This thing is, man, there's been so much fitna against this movement that if Allah wasn't in charge of it, if Allah wasn't taking care of Iran, they slipped out and through everything. And everybody, all them people, is trying to get them all the time. And anything you do to them, if Israel do something to their atomic program, so what? Right? It don't make a difference because it's Iran. They can do anything to Imam Musa because it's Imam Musa. Right? Tell the truth. And anywhere you go, they're going to be there huddled, and they're happy about something. And, oh, it happened to Imam Musa. So, it's not real. Don't worry about it. Right? That's the attitude. Okay. Man, if people only knew the things that were going on involved with what we're involved with right now. Technically, for the United States and for this region of the world, it's the biggest thing going. It is the biggest thing going. You can tell by the influence, just look at the world events. Which way is the world going? We would get a grand prize just to be able to forecast the way things are happening, right? If it was just that, if it wasn't nothing else. Where's the protection coming from? It's from Allah. How nervous are they? Why they do this? Because we're going to beat this nigga to death, leave him alive just enough, and then he'll have to run to his real friends. We'll follow him and find him. I could know that from 40 years ago. You don't go to your stash. You don't go to your connection. You don't go to them. Why? Because boss man gonna follow you there. And then he'll know what's going on. And you want to see somebody with sleepless nights? We're going to have to put boss man in his sleepless nights. The Negroes that work for him and their sleepless nights. They don't have a clue. And they're not getting it from nobody. I haven't talked to the people for 40 years or something like that. 1990, what is it? 30 years. I haven't even, I gave them the spill after a few visits. The person that was a colonel in the Revolutionary Guards brought them to me from my request. They took all the notes, did all the listening, and the brother died, and I haven't seen or heard the people was probably colonels or generals in the super duper snooper service or something. And they know not to contact me. I don't know if you remember. In 1990s, I was reading a letter from Hezbollah over in the right on their street. And I said, I'm telling these people, they're my friends, we're going to, and they're writing me a letter, damn Hezbollah student. When Hezbollah is sitting on, I said, no more of that. And then no more. No more. That was 30 years ago. Something close to that, 28, way back when. Right? Don't do that anymore. Because you guys are the good guys. And you wearing boss man and the Yahudi out. You wearing them out. And what about predictions? When they said in 97, was that 96? No, that was 2006 or 7. Yes, it was. When we made them series of tapes. What did they say? Lebanon is finished, Hezbollah is gone. just finished. I said, shoot, that's good news. I call it Bashir. Mubashir. Very good news. Like Moses was a Mubashir. He brought good news. Bashir. Bashir means good news. We said the attack on Lebanon and the other areas there was good news. And it turned and shocked him. Hezbollah was whooping the Jews the Zionists so bad, they got mystery, they wearing the ghost shirt or something. They can't, right? You know where Indians got the ghost dance and you won't be seen by the enemy. That's what they were saying about Hezbollah. They shaking dust in the air, they can't see them. And they combined second and third generation weapons to defeat fourth and fifth generation weapons. Defeated them. It wasn't, okay, you can say anything you want. We're on the right team. And we've been on the right team. And there was never any doubt, or nobody has any doubt about what team we were on then and what team we're on now and how much we love it. And like the lady down in Argentina said, what's the name played the part? What was the light skin, the white lady played? Don't cry for me, Argentina. Madonna. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I said the same thing. Don't cry for me, DC and Oakland. No llores por mí, Argentina. No llores por mí, Estados Unidos. Don't cry for me, USA. I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe it. Project 2021, make the news you want to see by experiences you produce. Write your own future. Okay, the stuff we want to see, we're going to start doing that. The stuff we have been doing is fine. We have been working 100% on our program for a long time, not on their program. When we was here years ago, we said if they keep messing with the cars, we'll just walk. If they mess with the cars anymore, right? We'll just walk, we'll catch the subway. You do it, it don't cause no trouble, right? I just go everywhere I want on the subway. That'll really make them mad, because then they gotta be watching. I step on the door, then I step back. I'm gonna have fun with them. You know, it's not necessary. A car is not necessary. So they mess up all the cars to make you mad. I drove the yellow car over there to the man. I'll go over there and get my license off of there. But other than that, he called me and said, well, it has this. I said, keep this thing. I said, number one, I won't say it publicly. I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself working with the FBI. You said that about me, Imam Musa? I said, yes, I said it, and I'm going to say it again. No, I'm not going to say it again. In fact, you have to drag it out of me. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And the car's over there. I'm not going over there to get it. I don't care nothing about it. See, in Revolutionary War, they have base areas. Remember from the guidelines in revolutionary and counter-revolutionary warfare, you can lose 90% of your bases, 90% of your people, and crank back up again, which all old-time revolutions, like in China, they had to do that. We don't have to do that. Base areas is the type, what we choose is a base area. So the masjid, the property, only thing we're going to do with all of that stuff is big homeless things, and we're going to try to rent ex-military bases. That's all we're going to do with it anyway, with everything anyway. When we get our $150 million, they keep messing around, we might up it to $200 million. And they might say, well, niggas don't need that much money. We'll say, let me tell you a few things and I'll show them if you want. It doesn't make, technically, it don't make a lot of difference. Here's why. We've never violated, the last 50 years, any principle that we adhered to, and before we didn't violate any principles of the dunya. You know, like telling on people, trying to save yourself and sending everybody else to prison. We never did that. No, sorry. That would be violating the principle of the game. So what if everybody else do it? That's them, right? No, sorry. Okay. This says here, excuse my language, your employer is a damn fool. In other words, anybody listen. He's a damn fool. He won't listen to nothing. You can't help him. You can't buy him a ticket to salvation. You can't plead him there. You can't do nothing. You can say, boss man, the ocean is full of damn plastic, little bitty plastic, and the fish are eating it and they're starving to death. Right? And he knew it. And they cut open fish and they all a big chunk of plastic. Full of little micro stuff. And he won't stop putting no plastic in the water. We just only reason they need is some more plastic. Right? Right?
Yes.
He won't listen. And the air, the water, the earth, these people are so crooked and crazy. You know the Oglala aquifer, that great aquifer in Dakota and all that fresh water, it just took 1 million years to get there. And if you leave it alone, it'll reproduce about 1/4 inch per year. They won't, they just keep pumping. Shoot, it's about 3 more gallons down there, right? This white man is beyond crazy. I mean, we got to help them, because they're going to kill everybody else. They're not going to take themselves out alone. They're taking everybody. So in order to do the proper dawah, we got to rescue the world along with us. All in the name of Allah. And if we do it right, you got to remember, Allah will help you. See if your niyyah is right and all of that stuff. Hey, I don't know what's been going on with everybody else, but they've been having bad luck. We've been having good luck. We call getting hit in the head good luck and all that. Nobody else agree with us. They said, that boy, it's crazy. But to do what we're doing sounds crazy. You gotta make a good world. And people don't even know what the hell you're talking about. They're not even thinking about it. They wanna, what's the little old white lady, little old white lady man, Ellen DeGeneres, she's supposed to be mean instead of nice, to white folks. And they following that. That's what they, that's important. Right? That's really important. Amen. And the Negroes is lined up over at Howard. They lined up everywhere to get a job for the federal government. I said, boy, I tell you. You know what I mean? And they don't want to, you're colored, you're a Negro, you can't have any sense. You can't, it's impossible. Talking about races, boy, the Negro is super. Let me see. Maybe one more thing. You want to join the system that's causing a problem. That's the people, my child. The arena, the stage, TV, diversions, modern world, fiddle while modern world burns. Remember Nero fiddled while Rome burned? Okay. I'll be finished wrapping up. Now, we always talked about discombobulation of the system. The system is dismembered, disabled, and discombobulated. It ain't doing nothing right. Nothing. It's trying to focus us. You guys be mad at the Chinese. They in Africa, they doing this. We send a message to the Chinamen, the same thing. Well, if the white man was 97% bad, you're about 50-50. So you ought to do right, or you're going to get your butt kicked in history. That's what we tell the Chinamen. Oh, and then you look at the Chinamen, the black woman holding the little Chinese baby lovingly like they used to do with white babies. Sometimes when you see stuff, it looks the same. Well, if they did it, and they do the same thing that they did, then it must be the same. So if they want to get their butt kicked, right now they're on the road. Whatever China do, it'll distract this boss man here. He gonna try to stay number one. Technically, it ain't possible. You know what I mean? He's broken than China, he's crazier than China, he's everything, right? And he just lying. And everybody knows it. And all the people he's hang with, and everything he did, he just run out of Afghanistan after 20-something years. 20-year war? Good God Almighty. Vietnam was only half that long. You see what I mean? The guy is crazy. And that's what the Quran says, like Reba. He'll be unran crazy by the touch of Reba. What's the system run on? Reba. Right? Okay, I'll speed up. Discombobulated. They say the Negro can't do nothing. What did we say? Muhammad Ali and Jack Johnson. That's the style we're going to use. That's the style we did use. And it's working. It has worked already. The reason I use Jack Johnson, he just whooped the white man. Oh, Mr. Jeff, I'm going to hit you in the tummy. Bam! Hit him in the tummy. And some people argue whether he was the best fighter in history. It's not important, but he was good. Boy, he was good, I'm telling you. In 1910, to be the champion, when the world was lily white, 1910. For him to come back in 1908 with a white woman on a boat from Australia, after whooping the white man down there, I said, boy, it's a good thing you wasn't no Muslim or something. Boy, you were the good God Almighty. But everything in its own time.
You know, I think they said he was actually supposed to have been on the Titanic.
But they didn't let him on because he was black. You think he was sad about that? And you ought to hear the Jubilee singers of those days. If you can never get into the Jubilee, you know the Jubilee singers and choirs and sung on that period? Boy, when they sung about stuff like that, you could tell they was happy. But the white man went to the bottom. You know, I mean, it was glee in their voices. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some of that Jubilee stuff that they had. But on that, hey, look at here. Boy, Jack is still turning over in his grave there. Well, I'm in the grave, boy, but I got here way late. Shoot, it was 1946 before I got here, not 1912. That's the last part of the good life for me. I'm glad I got a couple good years in before coming down here. You never tell, no way is that, you know. It's just that he wasn't a believer or nothing. But, you know, I'm not going to say this that loud. But there's some hadith about Umar, there's some sayings that see Allah And, no, I ain't gonna say it because it'll be on there and the people will be trying to make me prove it. I ain't gonna prove nothing. Okay. Because I just collaborate with the Quran say you'll be down there forever. But there are certain hints by Rahmah and mercy of Allah that it could be for a long time till you get cured. Like one person uses it as a hospital. You go to the hospital till you get cured. You go to the fire till you get all the stuff burnt out. Get your butt burnt up, boy, until it's all gone. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm saying some people said stuff like that. Okay, so it may not be Khalidina Fiha forever. I'm just saying I don't know anything about it. Okay, Mr. Jeff, that's what old Jack Johnson will be talking to Jack. And then Muhammad Ali, you know, when I first met Ali, you know, the pictures I showed y'all, you couldn't see one of our partners had a pocket this big. It's not saying we're bragging, but we helped him out a little. We was in Oakland and we helped him, you know what I mean? We went to see him because we knew he was having, when Wilbur Rudolph was down at community college, same place they started the Black Panther Party, Merit College, whatever they call it. Anyway, but at that time, he was Muhammad Ali, but he was still colored. Because I went and talked to my friends who was boxers. I said, hey, Muhammad Ali, man. They said, that ain't nothing, man. And then when I was in the penitentiary, Memphis Slim, now, you know, the big pimps and all that. They said, yeah, man, when he comes to Memphis, we get 3 girls for him. I said, good God Almighty. But see, he come to true Islam, and it wiped all that foolishness out. You know, and it don't make no difference whether he could talk, whatever. When he started doing good, hey man, good happened to him. But anyway, so our program started decades ago was Jack Johnson style and Muhammad Ali. And we've done that, and what I've told you today means that we instituted that very well. And we will institute